There you go.
Hey, there we go.
It's a good camera.
Good camera. Good job. Wow. So, yet again, we get to spend another lovely evening in a car.
It's so cold outside, you guys.
Somewhere in the neighborhood of -2 or 3.
It's like 2.
With like a wind chill of like -10. So
it's into the single digits, which no human being should ever have to deal with. But
it's
we're
true.
dealing
It's
with
true.
it.
And here we are. We are ready to talk about Duff.
The Duff.
The Duff. Excuse me. There was a "the" in there, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man.
We strive for accuracy in these reviews.
Yeah,
We really do, because we're professionals. Don't try this at home, or do try it at home. I don't care.
Try it at home, like, in front of the heater.
There you go. Do it in a warm spot. We were just saying, why couldn't this have been, Brad, fireside reviews?
Or trash can reviews.
Or trash can, burning trash can reviews. Get a bunch of hobos.
Get, like, our fingerless gloves.
Yeah, exactly. Get around, struggle for warmth. But no, we have to do it in a car. It's freezing. But, no, okay, so the Duff.
The Duff, I'm here because I've seen She's All That several times, so I guess Brad figured I would have prior knowledge to this kind of movie.
It's on your business card.
Exactly.
Hi, Sarah. Seen all that.
The other one?
All that, seer.
The one with
You think about another teen movie?
No. It's got what fuck's her name? Sabrina.
Oh, I know
And
what you're
Adrian
talking
Grenier.
about.
Where it's the opposite of this movie.
Yeah.
Where he's the outcast and she...
Crazy for You or something? Because Britney Spears wrote that song for it.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That makes me like that movie less.
That movie was better than this movie.
Yeah.
This movie was dumb.
It was dumb. It was the exact same teen comedy thing, high school coming of age, whatever, that I've seen so many times.
Which is like the triteness is what I expected to dislike about this movie, and what I actually disliked was the despicable nature of the plot and the characters in it.
Duff is designated ugly fat friend.
Designated ugly fat friend, and the way she finds out that she is a Duff is her childhood friend sits her down and says, "Oh, you're a Duff. It's not a bad thing. Don't cry.
Oh no,
Why are you crying?
Everybody's a Duff. Everybody has a Duff.
That ugly or that
No,
fat.
Duff don't have to be
Just
ugly
like
or
you're
fat.
uglier and fatter than your other
Eight.
friends.
That's just what
Right, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Look, I don't know why you're getting so messed up about it.
Right, yeah, to be a
Drive me
Duff.
crazy, by the way.
Drive me crazy.
Drive me crazy. Oh, there we go.
Makes me feel better.
So
I got one word right.
Mystery solved. So, no, but yeah, you're the Duff, and it's okay to be a Duff, right?
Apparently.
I mean, like every group has a Duff.
That was like the end game of this movie, is that it's okay to be a Duff. Your Duffiness.
It's the every it's okay. You're the weird girl, or you're the reader, or you're the whatever. Whatever. You're the outcast, and it's okay to be the outcast.
You're the person that
everyone is a
exists
Duff to
solely
someone
make other
else.
people look better.
You're
not
right.
the hottest person in the
But
universe.
yes, that's it. It's not you're intelligent and bookish, or or whatever, and you don't know fashion or whatever. No, it's you're ugly and fat. It's okay. It's a cool.
Own your Duffiness.
Own the
The
fact
thing
you're ugly
is
and fat.
that, I think by the end of the movie they forgot what it stood for because
Right.
they're making it seem like Duff
It's like
meant owning the
hip.
fact that you're inferior in some way.
Right, and. I mean, there's the kind of message of there's always going to be somebody prettier, there's always going to be somebody smarter, there's always going to be somebody more talented than you. So just be okay with the fact that they're more talented than you or more.
Yeah,
But which I mean, it's like that's kind of a good message, but you're also saying that it's like, now listen, I'm more talented than you.
But you're more.
But it's okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Just deal with it.
Look, no one can be the hottest.
I can't.
You can be the hottest. I don't get to be the hottest, but I can make a dress out of a flannel.
See, and that's good for you.
That's good for me.
Good for you.
I bought a bra.
Yay!
I danced with a mannequin.
Oh, God.
I got horrifically cyber-bullied.
Right,
Okay,
right.
so the way that this plot is couched is that, through every aspect of this girl's, emotional journey, she's horribly cyberbullied by this girl in her school, to the extent that I was thinking if she had killed herself at some point during this movie, and it turned out to be a prequel to that Unfriended movie that's coming out. But it would have actually made a lot of sense.
It's a better idea.
Because these people are horrible. Which, granted, it was dumb of her to do. She's, doing a kind of clothing montage with her friend who takes her out to make her less Duffy. And So she's like wearing these ridiculous outfits and like humping the shit out of this mannequin at a
Right,
girl's
yeah.
clothing store with
Right.
no regard for the fact that she's in public, and he's
Right, yeah.
recording her
Right, sure, right.
ostensibly to like go back and watch it post game. And
Which
one
is
of,
only there so it could make it look like he was the one that posted it. That was
yeah,
the only
that's
reason
the
that was
only
there.
time that comes up because he doesn't mention it again ever. And
There's a couple of really
friend
just...
of the heinous girls.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're right. Go, sorry, go ahead.
Comes by and records it and then makes this awful like YouTube video and posts it and everyone sees it and she's viciously ostracized. And that
Right.
happens like 3 times in this movie.
You're right,
Just
yeah.
glad she didn't have any bleach around the house.
Yeah, right?
Well, and like that moment there of like, you know, he's only doing that because, you know, you make it look like him is one of the many times they kind of ham-fist in those like setups that are so clearly setups. You know, like not like, you know, blah blah blah. You know, there's something there. It's like, oh yeah, I remember that was like, no, here's the one girl. There's no other information about her other than she's a hacker. Right?
She's
So
a
one of her
hacker
friends-
and a soccer player,
She's a
which is
soccer
the first
player.
time my hand went like this
Right.
involuntarily during this movie.
But the only reason they did that is so when the video got posted, her hacker friend could
Hacked
do
YouTube.
Could do. This is how hacking happens in Hollywood. His fingers fly over a keyboard, and you hack.
You hack YouTube from a school computer,
Exactly.
and then all of a sudden YouTube is down.
Because that's how it works. Hack. Done.
Press the space bar and everything.
Press the space bar over and over and over again, and then suddenly the website goes, too much space. I'm out. No, because that's how movies you hack things, is you type on the keyboard. So yeah, that's it's just that's.
You get 7 apostrophes,
There you go. That's it.
and boom, you're in.
Anybody who knows
you are
computers
a
knows
lead
that.
hacker.
Anybody who knows computers knows that. Exactly.
Seven
That's
is
it.
a
But you gotta
magic
make sure it's
apostrophe
7.
number.
If you do
You gotta make
6,
apostrophes.
doesn't. You need 7
5 is right out.
apostrophes.
And don't try using 6 quotation marks and 1 apostrophe. It's not going to work.
No.
Nope.
No.
Not even 3
That'll red
quotation
flag
marks
you
and
right
1
in the
apostrophe.
eye.
It tricks your eye,
Homeland
but
Security
no.
go over your ass.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it.
So I want to compare this negatively to the movie She's All That real quick, because the Duff in this movie, who would be Rachel Lee Cook, and She's All That.
Yeah.
Is that her name?
Yeah.
Rachel Lee Cook has like interesting and engaged friends who enjoy her as a person and like help her through each step of this process, whereas Duff has 2 friends who are dumb as a box of rocks.
Yes.
And when she's obviously going through something and she's like, I don't want to be friends with you guys anymore, you're using me, they're like, fine.
Right.
And then you don't see them for the next 2/3 of the movie.
They avoid her.
She didn't have engagement. She had one guy who is winning a bet
Okay,
to make her
she
better.
had Freddie Prinze Jr. That's not who I'm talking about. She had her kind
mean
of chubby
crazy-
blonde friend, who is my absolute favorite. She
mean
had
crazy
Freddie
ass-
Prinze Jr.'s sister, who helped give her the makeover in the first place, and she had her little brother, who was awesome. And Freddie Prinze Jr. made a bunch of jocks eat like a pubic hair pizza. Are you remembering this at all?
Yes,
They were making fun
I've
of.
seen. I
Okay,
enjoyed She's All That, but
I'm
I'm,
just wondering, 'cause
I'm trying to
apparently you
remember
forgot, like,
what emotional
most of the
support
characters.
she got, and I'm like, no, because her friend didn't her friend go, I don't even know you, when she was starting to get popular and shit.
He was going through his own stuff. He was a well-rounded character.
Well, at least a better rounded character than the friends in this film. Let's go. We.
Well, this movie was a series of one-dimensional characters.
Oh,
it was
totally,
meant
yeah.
to be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was. They were
was-
one-note characters that had no depth to them.
If it,
It was-
was meant to be, then I guess I can give him credit for that, but that really wasn't
yeah.
the
It
impression
was-
that I got.
They were all one-dimensional characters meant to be. Then they were trying to make them into something more, but it never worked out.
Yeah,
But they,
yeah.
as one-dimensional characters, they were. That's what they were. But they couldn't flesh out any more depth.
No.
than what
They
got.
didn't really. They didn't even try. They didn't care. No, it was just
No.
just here's basic archetypes of high school characters and done. Send it out. You know.
And this guy was no Freddie Prinze Jr.
No.
They really did nail the social media, though. All those fucking zombies.
Sure, yeah. I mean, yeah. That there is kind of the commentary on teenagers or the young people.
If that's
And
how it
they're-
is in high school now, I can't even imagine
I
what that
know.
would be like.
I don't even want to know. But no, but I wonder if it really is. I mean, I don't know. I have no
I
clue.
feel like the kids would get generally upset. Like there's a scene where they take away their cell phones
Oh well,
for,
yeah.
4 or 6 hours you're in school.
Right.
And they act like it's the goddamn end of the world.
I had 4 cell phones.
It was really
You have 4
convenient.
cell phones.
Did you notice it was really convenient when the teacher was walking down the hall? All of the students, the first phone they grabbed happened to be theirs.
They
I figured they were just
Oh, yeah.
grabbing
Oh, God.
people's cell phones at random so they could cyberbully whoever's phone
Oh,
they
it's cold.
received.
That's
Oh, God,
that's
it's
the
cold.
new
Okay.
version of a key party.
I guess it is. I guess it really is.
You high schoolers with your rainbow parties.
Oh, high school.
You just cell phone exchanges.
Oh, high school.
I did not expect rainbow parties to be brought up. That was a really weird place, even for us.
Don't Google rainbow parties. I'm fairly certain that the
There's gonna be a
middle-aged
link.
news people made those up.
There's going to be a link somewhere. I don't know. But
Somebody did to tell stories.
it's going to be on the IMDb link, you know.
Like, logistically, knowing how lipstick works, that so wouldn't even work.
You would have to coat the lips. And
Yeah,
not
and then
even,
you'd have to
and
stop
just-
at different points along the thing.
Ah.
So, like, the last girl would just be like, duke, 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 duke.
It's just like pecking at it, like a little bird. And this is how we peck the head.
Just the tip, baby, just the tip.
That's the whole movie. Just the tip. Well, yeah.
So once she finds out she's the
Okay, back to the movie again.
like the guy that explains to her that she's a duff and basically ruins her life, she's like, will you help me please?
Right.
And he's like, well, sure.
Sure, I can teach you how to be pretty and be of value to society. Sure.
And the thing is, like, they don't do the thing and She's All That where she's like really, really pretty and they try to trick you by putting her hair in a ponytail and put glasses on her. The girl was cute, but
Yeah.
she definitely had that look of a girl who might be invisible in high school with the kind of like under eye circles and the
Well,
thicker
because they
eyebrows.
got her friends to be the very, like, you know, model-esque, you know. But you know, I mean, really, she was really cute.
She was adorable.
Yeah, she was adorable, and she was funny. And, like, my wife told me, oh, isn't Ellen Page in that movie? And I was like, you know, no, I mean...
She's Ellen Pagey, though.
She's Ellen Pagey, is what I mean. You know, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Is she has that same kind of quirky, funny, really cuteness that Ellen Page kind of brought, you know, to some of the... So, you know, I mean, if there was a better point, I think it was probably her. I mean, she was
They
pretty...
all had some really funny lines in this, like, that made me laugh, but it was in spite of myself every single time because
Right.
this movie was just so despicable that I hated it.
right.
And so, like, there's a part where she's, like, trying to hit on guys at a mall, and her idea of a pickup line is she goes to this guy who's eating, like, a hot dog. She goes, is that a wiener in your mouth, or are you just happy to see me? And I'm like, oh, God damn it.
Yeah, right, yeah. Shit, I'm an asshole. Yeah, that's kind of what...
There's one where that you were laughing at for a good while, where she's like, I had a little stroke, and he's like, I'm like a midget giving a hand job.
Okay, that was my kind of humor.
Well, yeah, it had the word midget in it.
Come on, he's masturbating a French fry. It was funny.
I think he was like meowing while he was doing it too.
Right, yeah. Oh, man.
Okay, fuck it. I thought it was funny. If there's nothing else I can get that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go home tonight and go, Shai, look, I'm masturbating a midget. It's a tiny little French fry, but a midget penis. Look at it. It looks so tiny.
Oh, man.
Well, no, the one line too is he's like, well, what are you looking at? He's like, well, she's like, it looks like a penis, only smaller.
Oh, yeah. She goes into the boys' locker room, yeah. They're trying to make fun of her.
Apparently, you're allowed to just do in high school now.
I guess, yeah. I don't know. Things have changed. So,
I don't feel like it'd be as big a deal if a girl walked into the guy's locker room.
locker room. Probably
opposed
not.
to a guy
The guy walking
walking
into the
into
girls. Right, yeah. That might actually be like, you know.
Yeah, meninism, am I right?
Yeah, exactly, yeah, because we're men and we're allowed to do things that women aren't. It's clear, isn't it? Right?
I really feel like guys are just gonna be like,
Hey, cool, chick's in here,
oh,
yeah.
there's a chick in here, cool. Whatever.
Right, yeah, you know, right, yeah, so, oh, man.
I don't know, it's just the way.
I don't know, it's been All right, so this is
I
running
don't know,
off
I
the
seem
rails
to recall
quickly.
there being like authority figures in their locker room every time I was in there.
Usually, yeah, there's a...
But apparently there
gym coach or
are no
something.
actual authority figures in this movie.
No,
There's just...
Well,
there's
there's
just...
only 3 teachers.
There's just wacky teachers is all there is. There's just the occasional wacky teachers. There's Ken Jeong, which by the way,
You've got the Asian, the black man,
right,
and the Spanish guy.
and the Spanish guy. Well, he's
And
only
then
has
the
Oh,
one
we
white
have
guy.
4 then because
That's right. There's
there's
the
the white
fourth.
guy.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because then there's the creepy white guy.
International flavor. It's a diverse high school
Well,
for teachers.
There's something
They
about
cover a wide range.
there's something about like
I
stories.
mean, no black students. That would be crazy town. But
Especially in Los Angeles, Georgia.
yeah,
It was Los Angeles, Georgia. We were in the heart of L.A., Georgia.
LA, Georgia.
So, yes, it was shot in Georgia. So the cars had Georgia plates, but everybody's from L.A. Nobody had not even like a hint of a Southern accent anywhere.
yeah, see, I don't notice that sort of stuff, but that is funny.
But it's just, I mean, did it matter that they were in Georgia? No. Why did they shoot in Georgia? Because of the tax benefits. That's why. Otherwise, they would have shot it in L.A. I mean, it's just that simple. That story could have taken place anywhere. It's just tax incentives brought them to Georgia.
Right.
So, but I mean, I guess other than the fact that you saw it on some of the license plates, they didn't make it a big deal that it was Georgia, but it was Georgia. It was totally Georgia.
Yeah.
So, no Southern accents, no like anything typically Georgian. It was just
You could have easily. I mean, I don't know if they had told them like, oh, you have to make sure Georgia license plates in there, because if not, they could have easily just cropped the scenes up.
You're
would
right.
Never known.
Yeah, you'd never know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But
A
for
lot
some
of stuff
reason,
shoots in Georgia, though. I mean, tons of stuff. I mean, they have great tax benefits, and they bring a lot of stuff down there. So, yeah. So that's. I mean,
there's nothing else better to do in Georgia.
and there's one state out of the union. I don't know. We got 50.
We're trying to knock them all out.
Just knocking them out.
Fucking Alaska!
Ah, jeez. There's Alaska.
Their icebergs and whatnot.
Their polar bears and everything. No, so polar bears in Alaska, there have to be. It's cold up there, right?
Surely.
There's got to be. There's got to be. I mean,
They're up there for the
bears.
tax benefits.
It's for the tax benefits.
I
God.
have very little to say about this movie other than
I mean, yeah.
if that had been me, I would have seriously contemplated suicide, because what a horrible existence this girl was leading for a while.
It is. It's just. I mean, it's the same like generic teen movie, but they've ham-fisted this message of, yeah, we're gonna call you, a disgusting fat fuck. But it's okay. I mean, it's okay.
You can own it.
Everybody's a disgusting, ugly, fat fuck. That's fine. I mean it out of love.
Yeah.
You're a disgusting fat fuck.
I'm not saying you're like the most
Everybody's
disgusting fat
Well,
fuck.
I mean,
you're just fat fuckier than this girl.
It's true. I mean, yeah, she's not as fat fucky as you. So
Exactly. Live and let live. That's what I say.
It's like the Twitters and the other things with the kids that they do, right?
Goddamn Pinterest, which apparently teenagers are using, because I was under the impression it was all housewives.
I don't know. Pinterest confuses and angers me, so I want nothing to do with it.
I feel like I have. I don't have a
That's
penis,
what
and
that
I
is.
figure I can just use goddamn Google. It's like going to some page where a lady Googled stuff for me.
But it's pre-Googled. I guess that's what it is. It's pre-Googled.
It's specific pre-Googled items that you can then stick on your wall, so other people
There you
can
go.
stick on their wall.
Because
And
we
You can Google or Google.
You can Google Googling. That's double Googlage.
yeah, that's
There's a lot
what
of
we're
Googling. It's reverse Googling and another. Yeah.
No,
Oh, man.
it makes me
That's too many
angry, too.
Googles.
There's a lot of Googles.
It's like that goddamn scrapbooking. I just don't get it. I don't need to get it. I'll just let you. At least it's cheaper than scrapbooking. Pinterest is.
Seeing as how that I'm now old enough that I'm actually closer to the age of the teachers than any of the students, it's really hard to watch this and be like, oh yeah, that really represents my life. I'm like, no way.
Well, there was that one line where the girl's like, oh yeah, I could date 30-year-old.
Oh,
like,
fuck
fun
that.
with those old fucks and their saggy
Saggy
balls,
balls.
and both of these at the same time. We're like, ah,
Hey,
What the fuck?
who told you?
I was like, excuse me, my balls are perky and pert. Thank you very much.
I'll show anyone.
That's right. And that's how we got thrown out. But no,
Exactly.
Yeah, we're making up the rest of
Right,
it.
we don't really know what happened.
We're coming for you. It's all good.
oh God.
But I mean, here's the thing. A 6-year-old didn't write this movie.
No, this guy, there were two writers on this. One who's never done anything else, and then the other guy who's written...
Big surprise there.
From the credits, it was based on a book, apparently.
It was based on a book.
By some lady.
Yeah, so this was an adapted screenplay. But, I forget. I've read so many stupid books, and lots of them... Well, I've read good books and bad books about, writing. And I think it might be Save the Cat. I don't know. Someone on the comments will correct me if I'm wrong. But, you write what you know. Mm-hmm. And the moment you think, what are the kids doing? What are the kids like these days? You've immediately failed. Because you don't know. You don't know what they're doing. You are not a kid. So writing high school stuff from an adult's point of view, you're not actually going to get it right. It's just going to be an adult's point of view of what they think high school is now. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of what this felt like. To a little point, of the, kids are, totally addicted. The guy with the 4 cell phones. Why does he have 4 cell phones? Why does anybody have 4 cell
He's
phones?
addicted.
He's got burner phones. He's a drug dealer.
Yeah, that one phone in his
Maybe that's
sock
what it
was
is.
definitely a burner phone.
Maybe that's-
so that
maybe
is
that's
a
what it is.
reasonable theory.
He's got his tablet.
Uh-huh.
He's got his phone for his one honey.
Uh-huh.
A phone for his other honey.
And then a phone for
And
his
then
drug
his
deals.
drug deals.
This is really complicated.
It is.
This is why I don't do drugs. This is why
I'm
I don't,
not in high school
This is why I'm
anymore.
not in high school. This is why I'm out of this. Because I have,
High school
this
sucked.
is really
And
complicated.
you wonder why these kids go insane. And
Oh, God. Oh, it's cold. Oh, it's very cold.
High school sucks across the board, no matter what.
I think it does,
you're in.
yeah.
It's just
God.
it's probably worse now with all that.
You know what sucks now is that, they have all those tools and things that they can search and figure out if you stole like what you wrote off of some other paper. Like, when we were in school, we could still, like, Google somebody else's book and steal shit off of that. And they didn't have the right amount of, like, technology to find that yet.
It sounds like problems for people
Now
who
we
actually
know
did
how
their
Ryan
homework.
passed through high school. Yes.
I went to film school. What do you
I
expect?
did origami while I was in class. I can still make a bitch ass crane.
But no,
Plagiarize that shit.
Play- Can't steal my crane, motherfucker. Can't do it.
You can fly.
That's right.
And it's going.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Yeah. I don't know. It had you're right. I don't know, to actually bring this back into some cohesion of a possible thought. And I lost my glasses. I'm falling apart over here. Help me out. Somebody take it over. Take it over.
So,
it's like-
vamping
oh,
while
God.
Ryan is fixing his glasses
Ice on my
is
glasses.
certainly something that I am
This is
capable
terrible.
of doing.
Oh, it's all smearing around. Damn it! I don't have like
Do you want?
No,
Do
it's
you want my sweater?
no, it's fine. It's okay. You know what? I'll do it blind. Okay, we'll do it live.
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
Fuck it. Okay.
So I actually liked some of the songs in this movie, so that's worth mentioning. But I like pop music, and it was a very poppy soundtrack.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty good. Yeah, it was pretty good.
And again, I made half a thought earlier, and I want to bring it back, is that, they, at the end of She's All That, they prettied the fuck out of Rachel Lee Cook's face, whereas in this, she still looked like herself.
True,
She
true,
just looked
yeah.
like herself in a dress with a ponytail.
Right.
And,
right.
like, when she got all fussed up for that one date, love interest guy, who I still think is a douchebag, he's like, oh, you look cute, but you don't really look like you. It's like, dude, fuck you.
Right, yeah. No, you don't look like the fat, ugly fuck I told you were earlier. Because
Disgusting
I
ugly
got
fat
starting to get a
fuck.
chub for the fat fuck.
I know,
Bring
yeah.
it back.
Exactly, yeah. Don't get pretty. Don't become, nice.
How dare
How
you
dare you? Oh, man. no,
question my precepts?
Well, here's my thing with the whole that thing, with the interaction between the two of them. Mm-hmm. It's clear that they have very comfortable around each other.
Right,
And she
yeah.
goes into like a 2-second spiel
about how they grew up
about
together.
how they grew up together,
Yeah, yeah.
but doesn't explore that.
No.
Because I mean, obviously they had to have
They've grown apart at some point.
grown apart,
Right.
or I mean, they've been friends for a while,
Right.
enough to where they're comfortable around each other. And I mean, they didn't really grow apart, in my opinion. If he's still walking up to her in high school,
Right.
no problem, not worrying about what his friends are, what the other guys are thinking, they're still friends.
Well, the thing is, though, he was approaching her in her role as a Duff.
Right,
Is the
yeah.
thing. So he was like, "Hey, girl, where your girls at?"
Right, yeah.
And he was definitely embarrassed to be around her. Like when that one guy was like making out with the CPR dummy to make fun of her, and he's just sitting there like, "Nope, I'm not part of this conversation."
Right, right.
That indicated to me that once he had like gotten all jockey, that they had grown apart.
Well, there's a certain thing, there's a certain way you have to act in school.
Oh, I'm sorry. Teach me.
You know what? Wait.
They grow apart in school. That's
That's how you act. You act
that's-
grown apart.
You do. It happens all the time. But I would posit that he was the best friend that she had. He was more of a friend than her two girlfriends.
Yes, but only in the sense that her two girlfriends weren't very good friends.
No, they just weren't very good people. I mean, they were the one-note people.
Yeah, well, they were
So, like,
good people. They just weren't good people.
Well, and
Does
sometimes
that make sense? Like they were nice and they were sweet.
Yeah, they weren't
and
cruel. They were just one-dimensional.
they
notes
did what
that,
the plot told them to.
Pretty much, yeah. The script says I'm supposed to do this now, so that's why I'm going to do it. Not like
Yeah,
I
she
have a
had
character.
she had two stuffed animals that she was friends with, and like
That's a good point.
decided she was mad at them and put them under the bed.
Yeah, yeah.
And while they were under there, they hacked YouTube. And then at the end of the movie, pulled them back out again. I'm like, we're friends again, yay!
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Like
about
Buzz
the
and
role
Woody,
these
do
girls
they only-
played in the movie.
Right, exactly. They only come on when she's gone.
Oh shit!
Oh, Jesus.
But I mean, okay. What he did was dickish.
Yes.
But he was honest. I'll give him points for honesty. No, wait a minute. As a guy who has interactions, we say stupid shit to our friends. We don't always mean it in the way it comes out, but we have those honest moments when we tell people. You know, that's what friends do. Sometimes it's not pretty. Sometimes we're idiots, but we do it. Like, those girls were going to keep on pretty much having her as a handbag, and she would have been none the wiser.
Okay, okay.
So, I mean, I'll give him that. At least he was honest enough, in a dickish way. Complete asshole. He deserved everything he's got.
Yeah.
But
Punch in the face. That was a beautiful scene.
That was good.
that was funny. But, I mean, I can't dislike him that much. Because, I mean, he's the one that, well, he sets the entire movie in motion.
Pretty much. Yeah.
But,
Right.
Yeah, I guess he wasn't a despicable character. I definitely get your point. I found him uncharismatic, and a lot of his actions unlikable, and I think those two in conjunction with each other maybe just dislike him.
But he's so handsome.
nobody in high
He
school.
was.
The charismatic
His
ones aren't the
tits
jocks.
jumps at one part. He's like, "Hey, girl,
Right, yeah.
what's up?"
Right,
He's
yeah.
my tits.
Trust me, I hung out with the high school quarterback. They're not charismatic. I played football. Those guys are dumb as shit. They can throw a football, and that's what gets them there.
Great. Now none of our athletic viewers are going to be... Oh, wait, never mind.
Except for you guys. You guys are charismatic as shit. Keep throwing the football.
That's right.
Yeah, right.
All of our...
Throw it for all the yards.
I'm sure we've got a lot of future Heisman Trophy winners.
I'm sure we do,
watching
because
us right now.
because the people that are our fans are like us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were totally... Yeah, it was on the golf team, and I sucked at that. So
I was in the drama club.
I lettered in golf, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You say you were in drama. So
Yes.
you were charismatic.
I was too
then.
shy to be on stage, but I struck the shit out that stage.
Okay, semi-charismatic.
Yeah, you know.
Charismatic to a point.
To a point, that's right, to a point.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man. All right.
It's funny because at work, a lot of people requested the day off after Super Bowl Sunday, and I requested the day after the Oscars off
Yeah.
because that's my Super Bowl.
Yeah. We're going to try to hook up a live stream or something on the Super Bowl.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Oscars, you mean?
Whatever.
The real
the
Super
pretty
Bowl.
people Super Bowl.
The pretty
you mean?
people Super Bowl. Jesus, God, I don't know. It's cold, all right?
It's Morgan Freeman's Super Bowl.
No, yeah, we're gonna try to do that. I mean, obviously, I'm announcing it here first, but we're gonna try.
Well, we usually like to tweet the shit out of it.
Well, yeah, obviously that, but I mean, it'd be cool.
Follow
to actually
Irving for the Oscars. It's amazing.
Yes.
Oh, fuck! Now I got pressure.
That's right.
Used to be I just fly off the cuff. Now I gotta think shit.
See, yeah, you follow him because I'm only starting with the tweets. And I have like 3 followers. It's
Ooh,
amazing.
I'll follow you.
I got no
I
lingo
will
this year, though.
I will, whatever the FF stands for, you. And then you'll get all of the followers.
There we go.
That's a frisky follow.
It's a
Frisky follow Ryan.
Oh my!
I'll show you where he's at.
That's a fat friend follow.
That's a friend from Olga. Oh, who's
Yes,
the Twitter
Ryan's my
Duff?
fat friend.
I'm the Twitter Duff. I'm the Twitter Duff. See, it's okay to be a Duff,
Shit.
because that's the whole point of this movie: is you're fat and ugly, and no one
You
likes
can't
you.
all
but
be
it's
as
okay.
Twitter pretty as I am.
That's right. No one can be. It is so true. Look at this. This you can't have this anywhere else.
It kind of want to make it makes me want to read through the original book to see if the tone of the book is
Is
what the tone
that
of the movie,
brutal?
or if there is actual depth to the. I don't know that there is.
Yeah, I'm kind of mad
But
I
if
didn't
there's
realize
more
this was
depth-
a book. Because usually I like to read the book before I go
Yeah,
see these
yeah.
movies.
The amount of research I did was Brad saying, "Hey, you want to go see Duff?" And I'm like, "Fuck no," but whatever. I'll go.
Well, I was shooting for Heads Up Time Machine too, because I like Adam Scott. And
Right, yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
nope, you see the Duff. I'm like, well, okay. And you were supposed to see
McFarlane USA.
McFarlane USA, but Jake got sick, so you
Got roped in with
putting up
us.
with us,
Fucking-
buddy.
That's right.
I went from fucking one inspirational movie to something that was supposed to be inspirational.
That's right,
It didn't
yeah.
really work out that much.
Right, yeah. Trying to inspire you by the, it's.
By depressing you horribly.
It's right. It's you knock you down really low, but just set them up a little bit. It's like, I set you up. I mean, yeah, I knocked you down really far, but hey,
And he teased me too. He's like, "Oh, well, you get to go to the movie that's getting the best reviews this week." I'm like, "Sweet, that's 2 times in a row." And then he's like, "Oh yeah, no, Going to see the Duff. Fuck off!
Which apparently the Duff is getting really good reviews, so I don't know what movie these people went and saw.
I can see them. I can see people liking it. I mean, there are people in the theater that were liking it.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that, like, they're right.
That one the girl behind us was laughing really hard for the entirety of the Paul Blart 2 preview, so I kind of tend to take her opinion with a grain of salt.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. That same girl that liked the Paul Blart was like, yay, Paul Blart! Is the same one who really liked this movie,
that is the first time I've laughed at the Paul Blart preview, because she was laughing so hard
she was
it was
laughing.
like coming across me.
Yeah, and it's like, oh my god, somebody... And she was cracking up. She wasn't like, oh, that looks funny. She's like,
There aren't that many funny scenes in that movie. Or in that trailer.
no. It's, I get it, he's heavy.
I appreciate the physicality of him, like, falling backwards so hard that he flips over onto his back and then across his neck. Because that's like some breakdancing type shit.
Sure,
like a retarded turtle. But an acrobatic retarded turtle.
Oh, man.
Okay, so do we want to do final thoughts, or you just want to say and go to previews?
Final thoughts, go see Kingsman.
Yeah, go see the Kingsman. I still haven't yet, but I'm going this weekend.
That was a fucking awesome movie.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. Of course, they're going to bitch and moan. They're like, oh, I said go see Kingsman. It's a good... I saw a comment about that.
Oh, yeah?
Like, fucking Brad's a fucking sellout because he said go see the Kingsman.
What?
Or somebody did. Whatever they did in the review. I don't know.
Well, in the review, they didn't want to spoil a lot of it, so I think they were pretty vague. Maybe was the problem. But apparently, like, the volume of the awesome stuff that is in this movie just carries the plot.
Yeah.
So I understand what they were going for.
All right, we're talking about better movies in our reviews. We should probably move on. Okay.
Final thought, see She's All That again. It's held up well, and Matthew Lillard is still hilarious.
Stare blankly at a wall for about 90 minutes. That's my opinion, and you will have the exact same experience. All right, shall we? Trailers. Okay. All right, I had to write them down. Here we are.
I didn't have my pen, so I didn't write them on my arm this time.
That's right. So first up, Tomorrowland.
I still have no idea what that movie's about.
It's about George Clooney. It's about George Clooney and Tomorrowland.
George Clooney staring off somewhere that way.
George Clooney into the land of tomorrow.
Come with us to tomorrow.
Come with us to Tomorrowland. What happens?
We have jetpacks.
We have jetpacks.
We're taking my steampunk mobile.
Right. Steampunk.
Steampunk
This is
mobile.
Tomorrowland,
Like chitty chitty bang bang.
1850.
All right.
It's all run by slave labor. Oh no! We went there.
Oh boy. Oh yeah. I love how
We got an
IMDb.
edit point.
Tomorrowland.
No,
Tomorrowland. No blacks allowed.
Oh god. I love how on IMDb, if you look up this show on IMDb, and there's like the tags. It's like says movie review, interview, slavery. Because of this guy.
No.
Mostly it's Slaver Bride.
I'm Nazi sympathizer.
Oh, you're Nazi.
Nazi sympathizer.
I'm Nazi
Irving.
sympathizer.
My mistake. Oh
My
god.
invisible friend, Brian Lewis, is.
That's right. Yeah, that he's the slaver Brian. Okay, I'm sorry. I see. I don't do
Together
any
we are
research.
the offending
I feel
party.
sad that we don't have monikers, but at the same time, I'm so glad we don't have monikers.
I don't want to.
That and people making YouTube compilations of you. The most offensive shit you say. I'm like,
I have like a one offensive thing I said, and I think Brad bleeped it actually.
Oh, really? That's fun.
they apparently found it.
Apparently it's worse when it comes from me.
Wait a second. Brad bleeped something?
Yeah,
What?
he cuts out some stuff.
Oh, wow.
A lot of it actually goes back into the most offensive ones.
he cuts out some shit.
That's fun. I should really watch some of these. I don't know.
I think there was one where he actually put up like a technical difficulties. We'll be right back.
Oh God. Okay, moving on. Hot Pursuit.
Which
Reese
one was-
Witherspoon
Oh,
and Sofia Vergara.
That movie looks dumb.
Oh well, yeah, it looks totally dumb.
That's why I turned to you and said it's funny because they're ladies.
That's right. It's like normally those
It's
are
funny because they got lady parts.
they got lady parts.
Lady
How
They're
unorthodox.
still like running around and doing stuff. It's
That's
so
right.
cute.
And they make menstrual jokes. Whee!
What a menstrual joke. It was just like an in-depth explanation of the process of a menstruation.
Yes.
It's funny because the men were uncomfortable.
That's right, yeah. A period ends a sentence, and that's all I know about it. Okay.
Well, I'll tell you.
Oh boy. Technical difficulty.
Welcome to 5th grade biology.
Cut back in. Anyway.
There's some movie where like it's like, remember that hallway in The Shining?
Oh my god. Between that and Shelley Duvall's face is all you need to know about mental psycho. Yeah, Shelley Duvall swinging the bat. Torture her for blood. Trying to bat it away. No! Stop now!
The bat is the tampon.
Holy shit.
Oh man, okay.
So in Hot Pursuit, they uggoed up Reese Witherspoon somewhat, and I don't understand why, except that I guess she's supposed to be the uggo part of the duo.
Well, against Sofia Vergara. Yeah, she's
I
the
concur.
cop.
She's like this big.
Right, yeah, she's the very petite cop who has to protect Sofia Vergara against, what, the Mexican or drug cartel or
Some
something
sort
like
of
that?
mafia?
Right, yeah, and so they go on a zany cross-country trip.
Yeah, like their car just like is full of cocaine because it gets hit by a truck and it just.
Oh, that's right, it's full of cocaine, that's right, yeah, okay.
Wait, is she playing Colombian? Is that what it is?
Maybe.
Because they're cussing each other out in Spanish. At
So
one point.
she's her character from Modern Family? All
Yeah,
right,
I guess
okay,
so.
okay, all right, sure. Good to know that she's diverse and can do other jobs. Okay. Yes, that looked dumb. Pitch Perfect 2.
I don't have to worry about that movie. That's a Brian Lewis movie.
That's a Slim O'Brien one.
There you go. Done and done. Oh, boy. What, nothing on that, Brian?
I will say Pitch Perfect, the first one, was one of those nice surprise movies.
I heard that about
So,
it.
Yeah,
it's a very
This
fun
movie
movie.
looks so dumb, though.
Oh, yeah. Well,
The preview for the first Pitch Perfect looked really dumb.
I remember...
It looked, the way the trailer was cut, the way all that stuff, it looked, yeah. no good.
Yeah, I've seen the first one with my wife because my wife's a singer, so she, she really likes the singing and everything like that and that. So I've seen it a few times, and yeah, it's watchable. It's funnier. It's pretty good. I don't know about the second one just because you're kind of right in the same way that the trailer doesn't make it look. I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
But
If the trailer for the first one did the same thing,
Yeah.
But I feel like they don't really care because they know people will watch
People are
it
going to
because
watch
of
it.
Pitch
Yeah.
Perfect.
Right.
So like,
And what's
we can
her
just
name?
throw
The
things out.
Australian girl.
Rebel
Wilson.
Rebel Wilson. That's the one. Yeah. Her more hilarious fat girl fall down jokes.
Getting her sniz out.
Getting her sniz out,
Upside
yeah.
down and in the air.
All right, Paul Blart.
I've said so much. I've already said more than... This is a different preview we got for Paul Blart 2 than we have been
you're right.
getting
This
previously.
is a different one. Yeah.
And it was like this weird whimsical music through the first 2/3 of it. And then all of a sudden shit got real. And he's blarting it up.
Yep, yeah.
I should mention that I've been playing The Sims 3 again lately because I've been bored. And my girl I've been playing, I named her Paula Blart. And then she has 2 children, Saul Blart and Marla Blart.
Why would you do that to your Sims character?
Because it's funny.
Oh, the torture of
You are not a benevolent God! What is wrong with you? You're one of those people that drops them into the friggin' swimming pool and takes out the ladder, aren't
That's
you?
right.
And lets them
Yeah,
swim
I'm
to
pretty sure you
death.
can't do that anymore.
Can't do that in the 3. Oh, what's the point? That's
Maybe
the
it's
whole
in the
point.
4th one you can't do that, and I don't tend to kill them like that. I just wall them off. and wait
Brad
for them
and
to
I-
die.
Brad-
Just wall them off and then
Right,
say their
yeah.
own
Then-
shit.
It's funny because you fast forward and they're like, meh, meh,
Well,
meh,
then what you do is you put the oven in there and then let it run, and then it just sets the whole thing on fire, like in a closed off room.
Oh, nice.
That's the Jewish version.
In
of
the
Sims.
like the first Sims, what you could do
Oh
is there
God,
was
what
like
have I
Hey, I didn't say it. He's the one talking about
They weren't Jews.
walling
They're just
people off
Sims.
into ovens. I didn't say a goddamn thing.
This was harmless fun of murdering little Sims. Why did you have to bring that into this? Why?
I see a parallel. I'm sorry.
I was.
They're people and ovens, and they're.
Oh man.
technical difficulties. Please stand by.
Technical. Oh God.
In the first one, you could buy like this little rocket launcher, so I'd make them a special little room with the rocket launcher and just rugs and curtains. I just have them set it off like they were celebrating their own funeral until eventually it would catch on fire.
See, I wasn't the only one that did it.
Nope, everyone
okay.
does that.
Everyone kills their Sims. It's fun. I got to the point that I killed so many Sims in a house that like my computer would lock up because it was an old computer, like at night because all the ghosts would come out and lock up the computer. Okay, which I've been told, by the way, that if I spent as much time working on that little horror story, actually writing a horror story.
Well, just write it based on my Sims game by Ryan Mitchell.
Yeah. So
Based on my over 300 hours of killing Sims.
I'm killing little computer people. Okay.
Yeah, I had a really intricate story once where I had a whole neighborhood and each family had to kill someone in a different way related to the elements in order to have a child.
See, See, if you had written that down, millionaire.
I'd watch that movie.
Okay, moving on. The longest
And they say
trailer.
I'm gonna disturb point.
Oh wait, no, it's called The Longest Ride, but it felt like The Longest Trailer. The Longest
That made me
Ride.
laugh.
Get
Just
another.
not a-
Because like halfway through the trailer, Ryan
It's a
turns to me, he's
Nicholas
like,
Sparks movie.
is this a different movie?
Right,
He's
because
like, nope.
no, it's there's the girl and the cowboy, and it's like, oh, we're in love, but we shouldn't be in love. And then Irving came in, he sat down, and then I look up, and then it's Alan Alda and the girl, and they're talking. I'm like, holy shit! Is this a different movie? This is a different movie.
I magically transported us to.
You transported us into
Different theater.
Please transport us into better movies. Okay? If you're
I'll
gonna,
know that for next time.
if you were gonna use your magical power,
Take us to Tomorrowland, Irving.
that's right. No.
Dude. Well, I did think about transporting us to Avengers and going a few months in the future.
There we go. Say, work on
looking
that.
forward to it.
Work on
We
that.
could have watched Age of Ultron and been like, yeah, the Duff.
The
Sure.
Hulk. The Hulk is the Duff. I mean,
See,
The Hulk
plus,
is the Duff.
I'm fairly certain Hawkeye's the Duff.
That's why he's sitting around so pissed off
That's
in
why
the
he's so
trailer
mad.
because they told him he's the Duff.
that's why
And
he's so mad. That's how they get him angry. Is you're the Duff.
Polka dot Duff, you Duff.
You Duff.
Hulk Duff smash Unihuman.
Oh, Duff not going to homecoming.
That's right, Hulk Duff. Soak at home.
Oh, Duff stay home eat pizza.
Eating pizza.
I like these eating pizza with 2 forks.
I eat with force. Manders are a lost art. I'm angry, I'm not rude. Oh, God. Okay, so I have nothing else to say about The Longest Ride other than Alan Alda looked like he was the later years of MASH when they did the war flashbacks. Because he was crying.
War is hard, you guys. It's so hard.
War's hard. It was not a chicken. It was a baby. Okay.
It was a chicken.
It was chicken. It was delicious.
Yes. Because they killed it to shut it up, and then they ate it. Here's how the rest of that episode went.
Oh, my God. All right. The Age of Adeline.
That movie looks like there's a Twilight Zone episode where
Right.
the girl is like driving cross country, and at the end it turns out she's a ghost.
Stuck Everlasting too.
Right, yeah. She
I was
I can see that. Yeah.
Fuck?
yeah, she crashes her car, and then it's Blake Lively, and she can never age.
I saw that preview also when we went and saw 50 Shades of Grey, and the girl in the audience next to me, she's like, I don't see the downside. And you know, I tend to have to agree, except that it turns out the guy she's dating is the son of the guy that she dated in the 60s, which is awkward.
Awkward.
Sorry, guy.
Sorry.
You'll be dead soon, and you'll still be immortal.
That's right. So I only have to put up with this for like another
Awkwardness diffused.
20 years.
The only downside is watching your children die in front of you.
Well, you know,
You can always have more
You can
children.
make more.
You're immortal.
it's true. Okay.
Although, wouldn't that
And then
make them
finally, The Hunger Games.
Oh,
Insurgent.
it was, yeah, Insurgent.
Insurgent, also known as The Hunger Games.
It's Shailene Woodley in a geeky little haircut.
That's right.
They actually showed us part of the plot this time.
What?
Well, because the previous previews for this one was just like her going to a house, and then there's her mom, and the house blows up, and she's like kicking through the air. Insurgent.
Oh, well, let me guess. It's a dystopian future, and there's an evil person in charge of this dystopian future, and she's the only hope to dislodge this person from this dystopian future.
Yes,
and save the people.
Yes-ish.
It's The Hunger Games. it's the
It's the Hunger
same
Games with
damn
less
thing.
PTSD
With less PTSD. Oh,
and
really?
a far less likable main character. And I say that
But the
knowing
evil
that
dictator
Katniss
is Kate
is a
Winslet.
dingus. Yeah, that's true.
Do you like some Kate Winslet?
Who they tried to ugly up and it just doesn't work.
Yeah,
Nope.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
doesn't really work. You just can't do it. She's not
Yeah.
the Duff.
No.
She just looks like a silver fox.
This is right. Yeah.
Is that all we got?
Oh God, no.
So we went from rainbow parties to Silver Fox.
Right.
Review.
To suddenly turning The Sims into the Holocaust references.
That was
Did you
all
know
right.
that?
No, wait a goddamn minute.
Did you know that Brad, at one point, and he's going to see this, and I sure hope he does, he found for the original Sims a little Hitler that he made? Yeah, this was back when the Sims was the only one. It was a little that you could like download like skins for him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it says 7 Deadly Sims and stuff.
And so he downloaded a Hitler, and then he had him go over to the mirror and practice speech.
That's a couple hours of entertainment right there. Just laughing at Tiny Hitler, brushing up for his big day.
Waiting for his plans of world domination to come through.
This is
You
what-
got this, Tiny
and then he
Hitler.
goes over and he makes a bowl of macaroni. So
And then makes out with his Dave Sim.
No, he had a me sim. He had one of me, and had like one of Dave and others, and apparently me and Hitler became friends, which...
And that's where he learned to cook people in ovens.
And that's where I... Oh, for Christ's sake. Oh, boy. So much for playing that bar mitzvah.
It's good. Well, hi, everybody.
Oh, God. Make it stop, make it stop, make it stop.
So that sounds like a good cutting point. We'll see you all next week.
Just make it stop.
Goodbye.